Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
As you all remember last, a certain hunter was up in the tree there and managed to shoot Gregor in the neck with a blow dart.
Oh, yeah.
Gregor went down face first on the ground. I'm gonna give you all an instant to act.
Pick up Gregor and then zip into a tree.
Smart. Okay.
Did we get an idea of where the shot came from?
Oh, yeah. Also, you can see the man from here.
Oh, good.
In
Okay.
this tree.
And he yelled at you.
I wasn't sure.
He's
how
not a
visible
good
he was
hunter.
making himself. I think, seeing as Harlock already did the prudent teamwork thing and dragged Gregor to safety, Marcus is going to throw 2 Eldritch Blasts over in this direction, and then try and kind of backwards flip over the table, but probably bumping into it and then, like, scrabbling over the surface.
Chardonnay, not knowing what's happening, will draw her guns and just do a barrel roll behind the table because everyone else went that way. She doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, so here's what happens. You all put distance between yourself and the hunter, trying to trying to find some cover. You're used to dealing with snipers, presumably? I don't know. I haven't lived Chardonnay's life.
Never.
And you get behind cover, trying to shield both yourself and Gregor. And Marcus, in the process, you charge up 2 Eldritch Blasts and you wing them underarm at this guy. But as they're flying at him, something strange happens. As they travel, it feels like the room itself begins to drag itself backwards. You feel the castle extending and getting bigger, almost responding to the will of the hunter himself. Whoa. You recognize this sensation. It's almost like that of a steward, and in a moment,
I was gonna say,
you watch as the walls themselves drag away into the darkness with an ugly screech, and your blasts, they fly in an immeasurably far distance and never strike the man.
Oh,
we're fighting Margaret Moonlight.
You now stand in a completely open field. Well, open is a relative thing, as this is teeming with foliage, life. You hear the chittering, screeching sounds of the jungle. It feels like you've stepped into somewhere else entirely, and the castle is gone. You can no longer see any evidence of the walls. There's only you and the hunter.
So, the instant the twisting of the castle occurs, Harlock grabs Gregor and zips into a tree.
Perfect.
Almost as
Like
if
a
he saw
squirrel.
it coming.
Chardonnay leans around the table. Why did everyone go this way? Why is Gregor asleep?
Chardonnay, it's, look, the battlefield's bigger now. Gregor is asleep because that bad man sang him a really good lullaby. That's a bad thing.
She's an
want the
adult.
Just
Just tell her what's going on.
We're getting attacked. Find cover and take this guy out.
Why is a tree
Which
the
guy?
ground?
She pokes her head over the table.
That one guy who we can see if it's not us.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Oh wait,
Marcus,
shit, there's
it's
a
just a
bird here
bird.
too.
Meow! Meow, it's safe to come out!
Guys, I think that he has a talking cat too. We're in trouble.
The cat's honest, though. I trust the cat.
No! No!
Chardonnay combat rolls out, but sees that there's a man in the tree. Uh-oh. He must have taken the cat. I'll save him.
Oh my god.
Chardonnay is just going to start unloading, not on the man, but the tree, because the cat must be stuck up there. We have to bring him down.
That makes sense.
Saw through my
Right.
ruse. Clever girl.
Reginald, you feel the branch suddenly. Wow, it's been so long. The exhilaration, dueling a fellow gunman. She rolls out from cover, and you expect her to fall for your ruse. After all, this is how you've trapped many animals, and the most dangerous animal of all, people. You're ready for the mind games to set in, but no, she saw through your plan perfectly. She shoots at the tree, not you. You feel the branch give way, and you fall into the brambles below. Okay.
Attacking my steed, I see. So you've warred before.
This isn't war.
It's about to be.
You said it was a battlefield. It sounds like war. Unless it's a war field.
You guys, look, Chardonnay, there are 5 of us total. It's not war. It's a skirmish at the very most.
Chardonnay puts a gun in her mouth. That's
Take
fine.
that out.
What are you doing?
I should clarify, she didn't like put the barrel in her mouth.
Okay,
She like
that's
bit
good.
it.
That's good.
She bit down on it like corn on the
Never
cob.
be too sure. Let me think about this one for a hot second.
I think if we wait for long enough, he'll just die.
So I'm peeking over the table.
Caw! I'm dead!
Okay, Chardonnay, that's a lie. That's him pretending to be a bird. Do you understand?
Well, I know, because that was the bird that's dead. The guy's okay.
Okay, what is this tree like? How thick is the trunk? How large is it?
It's a pretty robust tree, actually.
Is it really? Okay.
It's pretty thick around the base. It actually sort of funnels out near the top and becomes more substantial. Around the base, it's pretty skinny.
Okay. I think that Marcus is gonna use quite an old trick. He's gonna spring over the table, kind of dash across this opening, and use his I-beams to attempt to cut the tree in half. To cut the tree along its trunk, like at the thinnest point, hopefully, so that it falls towards Reginald.
Clever, because yeah, this tree itself is it's made in such a way you appreciate the beauty of nature for a second. This
Always.
this tree is made in such a way that its leaves fan out, all these branches fan out to absorb as much sunlight as possible. As a result, it almost looks like a bouquet opening upwards. And you take advantage of that structural weakness to destroy the beauty of nature with a scorching hot beam of light.
Nature meet the will of man.
As you shout your witty one-liner, one of the I-beams flies straight through the trunk, immediately bisecting it and causing it to fall over on top of Reginald. The second one, ding, in that direction and strikes another tree, setting it lightly ablaze.
Perfect.
I like that for this attack, you were cross-eyed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a necessity. It's hard to focus when you're like running and gunning at the same time.
I like to think they need to charge up, so they start spinning.
Oh no! That's so weird.
You fool!
Style.
I've spent a lifetime killing nature!
And yeah, he's going to continue his move action by diving and belly flopping behind this planter of flowers.
Yeah, that hurts, but you do it.
Yeah. It's not supposed to feel good, okay? This is battle.
This is war.
This
is
war.
not
It
war.
feels
This
bad.
is
You're
not
right.
war. This is battle.
We put the bad in battle.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
The tree comes crashing down on the old man, but there's no splat or splatter of blood or anything so comical. You just hear silence, and then you hear leaves rustling. All around you. You can't tell where the sound is coming from. But it's coming from right in front of you. Reginald jumps out of his...
I didn't expect him to... I thought you were a sharpshooter.
Reginald jumps out of his flower box ghillie suit and slaps a piece of paper on Marcus's face before retreating.
Marcus, you now have a piece of paper stuck to your face.
What does it say?
It doesn't
Can't
say
tell.
anything.
It's magically affixed
Oh, it's
there.
just a.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like stuck there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can I try and tear it off as a free action?
I mean, yeah, you're gonna rip away at that thing?
Maybe. Do I sense magic coming from it?
Yeah.
Fuck. Can I
You
tell?
also-
Can I tell like if it's the sort of magic that will be activated when I try to remove it?
No, not really. It like you can tell it's doing something.
Okay.
You can't
My-
really see what it is.
My
Like,
my brain is like my amygdala is screaming Naruto ninja explosion seal, so I'm gonna rip this off as quickly as I can.
You rip it off and it immediately reforms.
Uh-oh.
You can't tell what's drawn on it.
Well, okay.
Oh no.
Legendary enemy, second turn! Reginald pops up again,
Actually,
slaps a piece of paper at Chardonnay.
Ah!
Wow.
Chardonnay, there's now a piece of paper stuck on your face.
Am I not allowed to park here? Is this a ticket?
Is it close enough for me to read what it says?
And like a spider, Reginald vanishes back into the underbrush. Yeah, if you're willing to turn towards Harlock, you could take a look at what's on that paper.
Chardonnay is probably like frantically moving her head around because she's like trying to figure out what's on her face.
Oh my god! It's a Dracula!
There's a Dracula drawn on your face.
Goddamn.
A crayon depiction of the vampire now adorns your face. I mean, a crayon depiction of a Dracula now adorns your face.
Does it completely obscure both of our vision?
No.
Oh.
You can see past it. It's harming visibility slightly.
Mhm.
Like, you can the paper flaps out and you can see past it, but like, seeing dead ahead is now very hard.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's really irritating.
Yeah.
There's a Dracula on Chardonnay and what appears to be a Kelpie on Marcus.
Like a wet horse? You're
Yes.
telling me I have a wet horse on my face?
You have a
Horse.
damn horse on your face.
Of all the goddamn mythical monsters.
Okay, it's not what I thought it was. Now I'm even more confused and concerned.
Harlock, it's your go.
Okay, before Harlock moves, is Gregor asleep?
Yeah, Gregor's asleep. Gregor's asleep. You can try to wake him up.
Dealing with poisons a lot myself, I assume that in my giant bag of things I have some sort of
Ooh.
antitoxin.
Oh, that is very smart.
Oh.
Yes.
I would like
Beautiful.
to wake up Gregor, and I would, while I'm in my bag, I would also like to get some, I want to call it WD-40, but essentially just some grease,
Yeah.
and apply it to both of our foreheads.
That is genius.
Okay,
Wow.
so yeah, this is Karavian grave frog poison.
What?
They're these horrible little amphibians that swim around in I'm not gonna finish the rest of that sentence. Karavia is an awful necromantic hellscape, and these wonderful little amphibians are creatures that are potent enough and bright enough to stand out amidst that horrible green miasma of the country. Basically imagine a neon green hellscape, and you've got a good idea of Karavia. So, the grave frog is naturally the brightest color in Karavia, a staunch pale gray. It's this horrible creature that secretes an awful venom that's strong enough to scare away even undead devouring buzzards. What Gregor's been injected with isn't just a sleeping poison. It is a low-key toxin. You're pretty sure it won't kill him, but in order to cure him, you've got to find some sort of antidote. Karavia's maybe a little bit outside of your area of expertise, but fuck, you're from Fiark. Like, admittedly, you're used to dealing with horrors of this nature exactly, so the odds of you having an antidote are actually pretty decent.
Just throw spaghetti at
Stick
the wall.
around.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. So, yeah, are you gonna try to whip together an antidote?
Yeah, let's do that.
Man, you reach down and you pull out an incredibly rare ingredient, actually. This is like in order to combat something that's so used to necromancy and these horrible unholy magics, you pull out a vial containing ASMR tears, like stir them around a little bit, get them all sparkly, like load them into a syringe and quickly inject Gregor. It's gonna take him a few turns to wake up, but you assume he's on the road to recovery. He's been injected with frog poison.
There are things that aren't blood in my blood.
So I'm not entirely sure what this is on my face. But I know you're probably going to be more of a problem. Chardonnay is going to do 3 combat rolls.
Like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. You compress your bones and roll like a trash bag across the battlefield.
And she's going to scurry up this tree.
Oh.
And then what she's going to try and do is then, while up there, get momentum to try and... No, that'd be fun, but no. Jump on one of the tree branches that looks thick, but enough to break under her weight. And as she comes down, grip it and use it as almost a javelin to try and get this guy, or at least move him out of there, back out into the open.
You roll up to this, and you stick to the side of it and just shoot up it, continuing your roll. It's almost like you're made out of sandpaper, and you can just get friction up the entirety of the tree. You plop down, and yeah, you grab the branch and javelin it at Reginald. You're a rogue. You have a high climb sheer surfaces check.
Hooray! And
Welcome, sister.
And just to be clear, kind of what she's doing is she's jumping on the branch as it snaps, twisting it so that the broken edge is going down towards him and kind of riding it like a pogo stick at him.
Yeah, you stab downwards at the old man, carrying the branch with you. You pogo through the air, hair billowing behind you, and... Reginald, it's been so long since a tree bit back against you. You're not used to this. You catch the stick and
The bite of the wild.
So, Marcus, kind of realizing that getting this paper off his face is probably a no-go and would take more time than is wise, kind of rises, steps forward into the brush a little bit, and then snaps his fingers twice to summon 2 imps. One imp is named Eric with a K. The other is named Dad. Now, he's not my father. I just want to clarify that. It's just, he liked the sound of the word.
You pronounce
I'm sorry. She liked the sound of the word.
Yes, you say this. You explain this to the forest around as Chardonnay tries to pogo a stick through an old man. You reach down into your bag and you pull out your most worthless textbooks, and you start to rip pages from them and coat them in shadow and create basically a tiny piñata, an icky sticky piñata, and hand one off to each of your imps. Dad takes hers and scoots.
Okay, Eric with a K, Dad, I need you to practice guerrilla warfare. It's not technically warfare, it's a term. I
thought you said it was a battlefield.
Okay, I need you to just work with me here, please. Guys, go and hide, try and be stealthy, and get the mean old man with the guns and the mustache sticky if you can, okay? And then Marcus himself is going to move a little further since he did not move much.
Okay. Dad vanishes into the brush instantly. Eric climbs over the flower box, lands on his face, and lies motionless there.
My little fucking guy. This is one smooth operator. Not even I know what he's planning next.
He is not moving.
Biding his time.
Truly, he's playing a game of 4D chess.